Hello everybody and welcome to the Invincibles. Now sorry it wasn't about last week because one of us was in Germany. Was the back okay, Chris? Was everything okay? Like update on that. So you're back up and running.
Touch wood.
So apologies for last week. So we're back, of course. Marty and Chris, welcome.
Thank you.
League Cup final week.
It is indeed.
And
thing is, it's just another big game, isn't it? Do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah, it's another big game. Yeah.
It's another big game.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to say, I don't know about you, right? But I will be I was more nervous for the Everton game than what I'll be for this game. And I was nice and relaxed for the second leg on Tuesday. What about you guys?
I think this week, I said it before this week, the Everton game, if we lose or drop points there, that would have been pivotal in the title race. And then obviously Leverkusen, we could have gone out. They nick a goal at the end. You know, it's the second leg. That's what happens in second legs. And then obviously the cup final. So essentially we could have not been out of 3 competitions, but it would have been out of 2 and dented 1. So listen, we've took 2 out of 3, job done. 2 fantastic performances. We roll on to Sunday. And
because of that means that we've got 3 cup games again.
Yep.
Before we play in the league again, because obviously like we played the cup final, of course, on Sunday. Then we got Southampton on a return after the international break, and then in the midweek, Lisbon. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to say this now. It went for us again. I didn't want to go Bodo, not for personal reasons. Wouldn't have probably been able to get out there. But the other thing was plastic pitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think that at the end of the day, I think that is a big leveller. It also can get injuries on that. So I think like going to Lisbon was the better one for us, you know what I mean? Like they won, was it 5-0 in the end? I think they won. It was 4-0 when I stopped watching it. And you know, like for us Gooners that are going to be going out there, a nice little, what do I say, spring trip? I think would be the weather-wise for Lisbon. I think I might take my glasses with me in my bag.
Spring at the moment.
Yeah, nice sunny bit. Lisbon's a lovely, lovely place, like, you know what I mean? So,
it is.
So and going here in April, it should be nice weather. Flip-flops out, lovely.
The only thing you haven't mentioned is the international break, Lee, which is, as you know, I absolutely hate.
Yeah. But as we were talking off air, Chris, is a weekend of relaxation.
I enjoy football twice a week. You love it.
I enjoy football, but let's just pop back. Last Saturday.
I suppose we've got World Cup, but you know when football ends in May, and you're like,
I enjoy it.
I think this season mentally.
Yeah, I need a break.
Really done me in.
Yeah, I actually enjoy something because you know you ain't worried about I get proper good night's sleep, not worried about bloody football and all that. Like, I love it. Like, you know what I mean? The sun's shining, enjoy it because it is. And listen, going back to last Saturday, that was listen. You couldn't ask for a better end. It was unbelievable.
I think it is the greatest Emirates moment.
I think it's the greatest Emirates moment. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know what? It was a fantastic piece of skill. I think everyone be we run into an open net, but
leave it.
He beats the first man. These are experienced.
The first man was the one. The header was the best bit
because he knocks it past the guy and then glides on, and then he sticks the next guy on his arse, and then when he puts the ball 20 yards in front, that's like. That change there when he changed the dynamic of a game, that's what you'd expect from a 60, 70 million pound player. That if we bought that, let's say he was 26 years old, right? We spend 60 million quid on him in the summer, and then we bring him on a bench and he goes and does that. You go, what a buy? It's probably worth 70. You go, worth every penny because he set up the first goal. And he changed the complete. He changed
the complete part of the game. And the best part about that goal, I don't care what, we was all celebrating before it went in. Like it was sensational, wasn't it? Like, you know what I mean? But I was physically drained. Now I went with Russ for a drink afterwards, and we was watching the Man City game. Like I actually got in the pub just as Man City conceded, so it went 1-1. And I said to him, I can't be doing this. I can't be going through another 45 minutes of like hanging on and all that. I can't do it. And he went, no, not organised. Shall we go? And we went. And we got on the train, met some lovely guys on the train from Bishopstalk. We're having a chat with him, and we see someone with the phone, like, you know what I mean, watching the game, like, and we went, oh no, can we watch it? And in the end, it obviously went 1-1, and like I was speaking to a few people, and said, oh, that was unbelievable. You know, I thank God I didn't have to go through that, like, you know. So it turned out to be the perfect day, guys, really, didn't it?
And our old boy, Mavropanos.
He had an outstanding game. Best game for Arsenal, that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He was.
unbelievable, isn't it?
The thing is, when you look at that goal, like, it is shades of Maradona, isn't it? You know, it is. It's shades of Cruyff, Kaká,
And Messi.
Messi.
How the way he glided across that pitch, and just the composure that the lad has got. Even, you know, that cross for the first goal.
That was wonderful.
Where he puts that, okay, any further out, Pickford stays on his line. Any closer to Pickford gets a good hand to it. But even Hincapié didn't realise it was coming to him because it bounced off of him. He literally didn't expect that ball there. And then Gyökeres, bosh, back in the net.
You know, years to come, Gyökeres will be forgotten for that goal. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it will always be about Max Dowman's goal and all that. I mean, it weren't no coincidence, because before that, the week before in Mansfield, he was our best player. I don't care what anybody says. And what I liked about it, you know, is that he was the go-to player. It weren't like just coming on to. He was, you know, he was brought on to make a difference. And the players like Rice, Mosquera and all that, straight away, if there's an opportunity to pass in the ball, they pass in the ball, go and do your stuff, like. So they obviously, the players believe in him and all that, like, as well.
I think as the season goes on, he's going to be Arteta's ace card.
Ace card, like, yeah, like wild card.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine, let's say hypothetically, the game against City, and after 65, 70 minutes,
Bring him on.
1-1 or 0-0. If you're a City defence and you've got this young lad coming on, and you've obviously they would have seen, I think the whole world see what he did on Saturday, you're going to be thinking, what's this boy going to do?
Listen,
Is he going to? And we've seen it. We even see it. And I know people say, "Oh, pre-season."
No, so that's just about to see it at Newcastle.
Stick up players on their arse in, because he's young. And do you know what I love? He just plays with a fearlessness.
Yeah.
He just does. He reminds me of that. You know, when Rooney was just go on and play, mate. Just go and do your thing.
Yeah, yeah, this one was, I was mucking about the Rooney thing and all that, like, but like
That was true. Great point, mate.
Wonderful player, like, you know, and he had that, you know, carefree attitude, like, you know what I mean. I haven't seen anybody go past players like he does for a very, very long while. Liam Brady was one, like, you know what I mean, but I don't think he was doing it at 16, Liam, was he? He was doing it at 17, 18.
Yeah,
different pitches and all that. Like, I can't think of anything like, and whatever you want to look about it and everything like that. It is a wonderful moment in Arsenal history, isn't it? Like, because of what happened.
People, you know something? I saw people crying of actual, well, it was relief or joy. I'm telling you, people crying.
When that goal went in,
I was physically gone, mate.
Like you said, no, I see you. I sort of looked up and I see you.
Physically gone.
Full of meltdown.
I was gone.
And,
I come over all funny.
see Lee Judge something.
Come all over funny.
And then, like you said, the celebration. As soon as he got the ball in a position, everyone celebrated. And then it was like, it died down, but it was a continued celebration where everyone's going, ah. And then when it went in the back of the net, it went, ah. And just the way, like, I don't know what it was, the way he ran over to that corner flag and just kicked it. I just thought it was just right. It was just, ah. It was just, it encapsulates football.
It was mad. And do you know what made me ill, I think, really? Because we just done it a minute before. Yeah. With the goal, you know what I mean, like the first goal, because that was when Gyökeres scored. I don't know about you, I was celebrating for relief more than anything else, you know what I mean, like, and then I thought, just as I settled down, I thought, and then that happened, like, you know, so.
Then a little word on Gyökeres, because I've been very harsh on him.
Brilliant.
Yeah? I've got to tell you, I owe him 1,000 apologies, because his performance against Bayer Leverkusen the other night, I'm looking at a different player from the player I was watching in August.
Yeah.
Did you see when he was subbed off as well?
He's upset, wasn't he?
He was upset, not being disrespectfully upset, which we've seen players before do in the past with us. But he wanted to say he wants it. Like, you can see him growing into this side.
Yeah, the work rate that he produced in that performance was unbelievable. Like, you know, I mean, I've got to talk about it Tuesday before we go on to Sunday. what I liked about the game from my point of view was that what had happened on the Saturday, could they take that performance now, the energy and everything, and wow, they did. I thought it was probably one of the better performances of the season.
I think on form, that performance for me was just a real professional performance. And when you're in these second legs, I mean, the ties are never done. We saw it with Bodo Glimt, 3-0 up. You think they've smoked, they've done Sporting. And they went and turned it around. We saw it earlier on with Galatasaray and Juventus. That game turned around.
They must be kicking themselves, Juventus. Kicking themselves.
Beating Atletico Madrid. There were times in that game I watched last night that could have could have changed. I think that was the best thing. I've watched Tottenham play all season as well. But it was, he knows.
Spurs, let's get this right, yeah? All right, let's get this right. That's Spurs' first win under their new manager.
And they still lost.
And it didn't mean nothing. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Don't worry about it. It meant nothing.
Knocked them out the cup.
Yeah, it meant nothing. And I'm sorry, you can go on about, you know what I mean, like, Atletico played it a different game, like, you know what I mean? Like, funny enough, coming to the game on Tuesday night, we see their coaches going to train, like, you know what I mean? Like, go on, lads.
And everyone's favourite scored a good goal, the one who's tipped to join us in the summer.
Yeah, it was a very good goal as well.
I know you lot all rate him, don't you?
We do.
I don't know where he's going to fit into this Arsenal team, like, but who cares, you know what I mean? Like,
I think for me, if I'm honest with you, the guy that we need in the summer is Kvaratskhelia. That's the player that I'd want. And people say, we won't attract him, come and listen. This ain't Arsenal of 10 years ago, this is Arsenal today. We go and win a double, we go and win things this season, mate.
That would be a dream, wouldn't it? Imagine that.
And we can play, listen.
I don't think you'll get him out of PSG though.
To Arsenal, if we go and win a double, and Arteta and his team's there, we are probably, let's say we won the Champions League, we'd be legitimately one of the best teams in the world, right? There is not a player on this planet that would want to come and join this club. And we can pay the money because we've got it.
Yeah, but would he want to? I don't know. It's a good. Listen, you know what I mean.
It's the pulling power. When you're not doing well, you look at the likes of.
Well, PSG ain't doing too bad.
No, I know. Listen, I know that. They're a very good side.
They're not top of the French league.
No, they're not like that. I mean,
and sometimes players need to change the scenery. London's also very attractive. Playing in the Premier League is very attractive. It's not like when you looked at. There was a time when Manchester United couldn't attract good players. Chelsea, I don't think now can attract the best top players.
That boat's gone, mate.
Yeah, the boat's gone.
Tottenham, they can't attract the best players now. Because players don't. But when you're at the top, but then do you remember when Manchester United were in prime? You get anyone you want. They could have got anyone they wanted, and that's how it goes. Real Madrid, when they're at the top, they get anyone they want. And that's the sort of status you start getting into.
Well, let's hope so, like, you know what I mean? But obviously through, and the quarterfinals now have been sorted. Arsenal go to Sporting first. The advantage, because of where we come in the league, means that we're at home second leg. Barcelona versus Atletico. I watched the Barcelona-Newcastle game. I thought Newcastle were well in that game at half-time. Someone would have said to me, unbelievable game. Someone said they would have won.
Barcelona can't defend though, mate.
No, they can't. First half, that was fantastic. I was watching that and I was like, what is going on here? 1-1 all, 1-0, 1-all, 2-1, 2-all, and I was thinking.
I think the tie is Bayern Munich, Madrid. Oh, that's a neutral. I'd love to go there.
Yeah, as a neutral, like, and I don't know how it works out because we play on the Tuesday first and a Wednesday, which isn't bad, in between Bournemouth, and of course, like, it's Liverpool versus Chelsea. I mean, PSG. Like, Chelsea got stuffed, didn't they? Like,
Asterisk FC.
Yeah. Well, just what we're talking about, Chelsea. We've got to talk about this, right? Let's got to talk about it. What a disgrace of what's happened with him. I know, like, their club, the new owners have said, "Oh, look, this has been going on." Like, to just get a slap wrist for what they've done is scandalous. There's us fans, Arsenal fans. I'm going to talk about us from a point of view is that we're going to the Emirates, spending top money, right? And every year, seeing our best players being sold, whether it be Fabregas, Adebayor, Robin van Persie.
The players Wenger had lined up to Chelsea.
Couldn't go and get them.
Hazard, Mata, Samuel Eto'o, Drogba, Peter Cech. And can you imagine our history would have changed?
Right. And for us to do all of that, and for them to get a slap on the... Listen, I don't care what anybody says now. For me, right, Chelsea, all of their things that they've won, do you remember what? Throw them all in the pots and pans, like Brian Clough
they're
said, that's gone now for me. Yeah. You know what I mean? If someone comes to you now, a Chelsea fan says, oh, champions of Europe, yeah, you cheated it. You cheated. You've been found guilty. You cheated. Everything you've done is, you know, and I think now Chelsea are in a, you know.
Could you imagine, like you're saying, seriously, you imagine we'd have had those players, the Drogbas, the Czechs, Hazards, for those years that we watched Arsenal and we were just top four. We would have won those are seasons.
There you go.
So we wouldn't be sitting here now going, oh, it's 20 since the league
the 2 years under Wenger, we nearly won the league, was the Eduardo year.
Yeah.
And the year we lost to Birmingham in the League Cup. So you imagine you had those players and you put them into that Arsenal team.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, in that League Cup, we wouldn't have lost that in the final when, was it Szczesny and Koscielny made that mess up, because that just wouldn't have happened, sort of thing. And obviously with players like Hazard.
But yeah, there is a theory why Chelsea have been only handed a little £10 million because of what's coming along the line with Man City, that Man City are going to get a fine, but it's going to be a little bit more than what Chelsea have got.
Well, listen, if that is the case, then, like, you know what I mean, like, I'm sorry, like, Everton must be looking at that and thinking, what's that? Forest, Sheffield Wednesday and all that. Like, no, look, you've cheated. You've cheated. At the end of the day, like, you know what I mean,
imagine him
if you commit murder, you don't go to the police and say, like, you know what I mean, I've confessed. You know what I mean, the body's over there, like, you know what I mean, oh, that's all right, we'll let you off. It don't happen. Huh?
What do you do? Hide it.
Well, you know what I mean, like, but it's, you know what I mean, like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean, it is. And
the thing is, why has EG of Arsenal not sued Chelsea?
Well, you've got to think the knock-on effect. It's not just the teams at the top that would have won things.
And Tottenham.
It's also the teams that would have got relegated. Because imagine the amount of points that those Chelsea and Manchester City teams have taken off teams that have been relegated.
Yes, I don't know how it's going to all pan out like that.
So those two teams there, let's say Man City have as well. I mean, this is 115 charges. It's not like 5 charges or 10 or 20. It's 115. It's a lot of charges. I mean, sometimes there's no smoke without fire, and I think that is a bit of a furnace build, like, on the go. So those teams that might have taken 12 points off of teams that needed those 12 points to stay up.
I get it, but, like, you know, I mean, I don't know what could happen. You know, you look at Spurs. I know, like, Harry Redknapp, right, had meetings with Hazard. I know that Arsenal were after him, but Arsenal looked at the deal and said that we couldn't afford it, so we had to pull out. Tottenham tried to do it, and in the end of the day, Hazard said, well, look, you know, you can't. It's all wrong, you know what I mean? Teams trying to do it the right way, not just Arsenal, Liverpool, Man U, all of these teams, Spurs, all trying to do it, Newcastle, all these teams, for them to just blatantly cheat, you know what I mean, for me, you know, a fine is just, you know what I mean, like, realistically, like, you know, if that's the case, everybody in the holes will cheat. Just pay the fine.
Pay the fine, job done. Win all the trophies, just pay the money.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I think there's got to be more to come out of this, like, you know what I mean? And Manchester City, by the way, you know what I mean, like, we all know what's coming with that, like, little fine, little slap, and don't do it again, boys, you know what I mean, like, which is incredible. But listen, when we played Chelsea in the League Cup final, didn't we? Like,
oh yeah, we lost, didn't we?
We lost that one. You know, Theo scored. It is the League Cup final on Sunday. We're just going to go back to memory lane. Memory lane. Like, you know.
Oh, you're going to turn that into a proper jingle.
You know.
Oh, the production need to get that. Lee Judge's going Mary Lane with some, like, little bits and make it all fancy.
The League Cup. Greatest memory for me, and you, Christian, you can tell them as well, is the League Cup, Tottenham.
Rocastle, Ian Allington, one of the greatest nights of my Arsenal life. And I've got to tell you, that's when the modern Arsenal under George Graham was born. And I'll tell you something else, people won't up the road and look, that was a night Arsenal went and Tottenham went. And ever since that game, I've pinpointed it.
Do you remember that game, like, for people that don't remember it? And it is worth Googling it and the trilogy of it all. Like, we lost 1-0 at home in the first leg. And then we went to White Hart Lane, pouring with rain. Do you remember that? Like, pouring rain. We go 2-0 down, so because they go 1-0 up on the day. And we come back with Niall Quinn and Viv Anderson, wasn't it? Like, getting a goal. And we should have probably won the game in extra time, like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we had to settle for, relief, really, that we got through. And as we were coming out of the ground, they said there was been a flick of the coin and Spurs had won it. And it was back to White Hart Lane on the Wednesday. 1-0 down again, Clive Allen. And the last 10 minutes, do you remember that, Chris? All the whole of the Spurs end singing, we're going to Wembley, you're not, like, you know what I mean? And you just had to take it, didn't you? Like, you know, it was awful. And then Ian Anderson with a spoony old goal.
Yeah.
And then David Rocastle, God bless him, got the win. A little story, I've got to tell this story, is that years later, I'm playing against Ian Anderson in the game, like, you know, and they'd gone up for a corner. We were having a corner, and I was just, you know, said to him, oh, like, you know, I'll buy you a pint after this game for that goal you know, against Tottenham and all that, like, you know. And he went, yeah, like, we carried on the game. Finished, I think we won. It was an FA Cup game, I'm pretty sure it was. Anyway, goes into the bar, I'm sitting there, like, a tap on my shoulder. I looked round here now, she said, I'll have that pint now, like, you know. I had to go and buy him a drink, like, and I had a drink with him, and he said, like, how many people I've drunk, like, the rest of my life on that goal.
Wow.
So that is a true story, like, you know what I mean?
So we played Liverpool in the final. And that was the start. Basically, that was the start of the Jules Graham era.
1-0 down, Ian Rush. Never lost a game when Ian Rush had scored. Until the mighty Arsenal come along. And it's called the Charlie Nicholas final, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? Where Charlie put his stamp on history at Arsenal with 2 goals, and it, you know what I mean? Like, he was my favourite player at the time, and for that to happen was unreal.
That was my. I was only like 9, 8 then, 8, 7. I was 7. That was my first real experience of really celebrating an Arsenal winning a cup. That was the first real big memory of, you know, what jubilation, what winning a trophy felt like.
And here we are, X amount of years. It's like, it could be the same, isn't it?
Yeah, same sort of scenario. Yeah. When you think about it, right, because we were talking about this, like the League Cup, like the FA Cup's been good to us, I think, like, you know what I mean? Like, basically, like, you know, a couple of heartaches along the line, but it's been a lot better. The League Cup, we've had some. It ain't been great because as we was talking there about how great that was in '87. In '88, I couldn't believe what I was seeing there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're 2-1 up.
Missed the penalty.
Nigel took the penalty, didn't he? Like, well, why, I don't know. Nigel Winterburn, that is, and we missed the penalty, and then they go down and score 2 goals in the last couple of minutes. Gus Caesar, who was a promising Arsenal defender at times, done all right. He won the league, won the League Cup, won on. But he just had a nightmare. He never really recovered from that, did he, Gus? Ended up losing against Luton. I can't believe it how we lost to them, but we did. Goes to 93-1, of course, we win again and become the first team to win the domestic double. But then, since then, Birmingham, Chelsea, Manchester City, Swindon, of course, before that.
And we've had some semi-final, Wigan in the semi-finals. Bradford, remember that? Knocked us out.
Yeah, Bradford.
Yeah, it's been a night. So it's a trophy like. Anyway, let's pray Sunday.
Knocked out on penalties at Bradford. I remember that now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
on that Birmingham one, man.
That's the worst day of my Arsenal life.
That horrific, man.
Awful.
That was horrific.
Rain, didn't it? Remember the rain?
And to lose it like how we did at the end with that just calamity, and it's just like, what are you doing, man? Like, come on. And it was just.
We hadn't had a lot of luck in that five. You remember going back, we played Stoke, I think it was, on a Tuesday, and we lost Fabregas from an hamstring injury, which was a massive loss. Van Persie got injured, didn't he, after scoring the equaliser. Weren't quite the same. And I'll be honest, coming out of the stadium, that was the first time really I'd experienced the Wenger out.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
The first time I saw a lot of fans were going, that's it, he's done. I was going, leave it, you know. It's just one of those.
Man City. It was 100% Wenger out after that game.
What in the that
famous
was
Mustafi header.
Yeah. Well, that was the last time we played in the League Cup final. Was against these.
Yeah.
Lost 3-0, freezing cold. Do you remember it? Like, you know, and we actually played them on the Thursday.
That's right.
After they played them on a Sunday, and then Thursday it was snowing, and we lost again 3-0. Do you remember that?
And that was the game Arteta decided he wanted. Apparently, that when he sat there, where he scored 3 goals against us. Arteta just sat there, and then a couple of months later, he became Arsenal's manager. So it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird, and that 3-0 win. It's one of the worst. I know you say about the Birmingham one and the FA Cup final, semi-final against Spurs will always be a bad one for me. The 91 when we lost, but that game there when we're 3-0 after 70 minutes, it's the only time I went. Yeah,
it was out of class, wasn't it? It was embarrassing, actually.
Wow.
And that was the worst. That was the worst experience for me in a cup final.
There was a time this season when we could have potentially been playing Man City 5 times this season. Now we can only play them a maximum 3 times.
Well, I hope not.
We could have had the Champions League.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And of course they're still in. They've got Liverpool in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
So we could still meet them again somewhere along the line. But how we feeling about the league? I was saying earlier on the Forever Arsenal. I think 2 weeks ago this was would have been more important than won or lost. Now I'm not.
Well, I want to win, Lee.
I know I want to win, yeah, but I don't think it's like. I think there's more.
Yeah, but the media, I'll guarantee you now, if we win, it has no effect whatsoever on the league race. If we lose, Arsenal are going to collapse. You watch the different.
Yeah, so you've got to keep the momentum going,
So how good? Well, a question I want to ask you guys, right? Because I found an interesting stat. Okay, how good do you think this current Arsenal side is? Because obviously we've got the League Cup final coming.
I think if my personal thing is I don't think we realise how good this team is, right? But I think that this season I think it's more about getting over the line than anything else. But I do think like when you see Tuesday night and you think, wow, we're a very, very good side.
Chris,
good.
How good do you think this?
Well, I suppose I've got to compare it. What am I comparing it with? The Invincibles. Wenger in 98-02, Jules Graham. So if I look at a piece of work, I'll say this team could go down as the greatest Arsenal team ever.
It's a very good shout, guys, because I want to read you some interesting information which I found out.
Please, God.
In 2003-2004, okay, compared to 25-26. In 2003-04, we played 59 games in the season. Okay, in this season we played 49 so far. Okay, in that season, in the Invincible season, they won 37 games in the entire season. This season, we have already won 37 games.
Wow.
Okay, in that season, we had 16 draws. In this season, we've had 9. And in that season, we had 6 defeats in all competitions. And in this season, we've had 3 defeats in all competitions. So their win percentage was 63%, and ours is 76.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying.
It's a great question. Like, if you was to say to me like the Invincibles was the best team, I don't think it was. I think 2002 was a better team. You know what I mean? Never lost away from home. Lost 3 games. I think it was 3 games at home, and won the double. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that team there and that squad, in my opinion, was better. And I'll tell you why I think it was. Like, Henry was definitely in his prime.
Oh.
Vieira was but I think Bergkamp was more in his prime in the 2002. You know, Vieira was awesome that season. Like, you know what I mean? I just felt that team. Do you remember that? I don't know if you remember it. There's a couple of games that stick out. Both at Liverpool, really. The Invincibles when we went there. We remember when Robert Perez curled that one.
Yeah, I went to that.
Unbelievable goal. But in 2002, ridiculously, Van Bronckhorst got sent off, and we was 0-0, and we ended up winning 2-1. We were 2-0 up, and we was halfway. We weren't. I think it was about 4th, 5th of the league that time. I think, if I remember right, Perez dinked round the Lundberg corner. There was Henri got a penalty. They should have had a player sent off by the way for the penalty, but they didn't. But he couldn't wait to send our player off. I can't remember the referee, ginger fella he was. Durkin. What a side that was, not to go to Anfield with 10 men, 0-0 at the time.
I'll give you another game that season where we went to Ellen Road and we beat them 5-1. And I always remember it was Leeds away at Ellen Road. And I always remember all the Leeds fans.
Was that's when Henri was like...
He just took the piss, mate.
Yeah.
And I remember another game at Everton, and all the Everton fans just went... When you go to an away ground,
and you see that,
and half a wonderful feeling.
That is incredible.
Don't get me wrong with those stats. I'm not. I do understand. Like you said, that's the valid point. Is we need to get it over the line. There's no point you have all the stats in the world.
Yeah, we don't win nothing.
Listen, can I be really honest with you? Like you go to the 2002 team, right?
Yeah.
Which was a great team and everything like that. And even to the 2004, they had the backup of 98 behind them.
Yeah.
Right, so there wasn't, there was a little bit of pressure going into that 2001, 2000, because we've been third,
3 years on the trot.
Second 3 years on the trot, right? So there was a little bit of pressure, but they had a little bit in reserve. This team here has gone 20 years. 20 years without trying. You look back at Man United when they first won the league. We was talking about this the other day when Steve Bruce got those 2 headers against
Brian Kidd
jump on the pitch and all that, like, and it wasn't easy for Man United then, like, you know what I mean, like, but they got over the line and it went, the rest is history. I think for Arsenal to get over the line after what's happened in the last few years is, it's a lot harder to do. So I think it is about getting over the line. Once you've got over the line, I expect to see a different Arsenal in the next couple of seasons.
You see a dynasty.
And I think you will.
You see a dynasty.
Well, that was one of the things that Arsene Wenger that the Invincibles I thought was cut up too quickly, like, you know what I mean? We know the reasons now and everything like that. But you're right. This now team has got a chance to get even better and grow.
The potential in years to come. When you tell the stories like we talk about George Graham, it's got the potential. It has to happen for you to be like, oh, do you remember that Arteta's Arsenal? We went 6 years without a trophy. Everyone was hammering us, and then we went on and just absolutely smashed everyone for years. And that could happen because you can look what it is. It's looking.
It's hard to get that first one's the hardest one, right?
But that's why
it's the spine of the team.
That's why you and I and the fans of other Arsenal fans are on edge in every league game because it's such a big. You know what I mean? It's like there's a door there, isn't there? And I just want to go like that and go through it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Chris. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care what anybody says. I wasn't nervous on Tuesday.
It's weird, same.
I'm not going to be nervous.
You're not going to be nervous for Sunday.
No, I've got to be a little bit, but not to the state that I am against Everton.
I'll tell you what, Rowley, when you get in that Wembley ground, then you know what I mean, and you know how the announcer at Wembley's pretty good.
I get all that, but you've got the day out. you got the, you know what I mean.
He'll be going nuts. Mate.
No, but again, listen, I can't explain it. Every game, like, I'm not enjoying the Premier League at this moment in time. The game, I'll go to the game against Everton. I was like, not very well, you know what I mean? Like nerve.
I'll tell you what is interesting. I think the Arsenal crowd are beginning
understanding it.
Yeah.
That for me, Everton.
They understood, didn't they? The fans.
I felt it against Sunderland, and I said it in a fan cam after Sunderland. I felt that the stadium then knew, after beating them convincingly, that this really could be on. But after Everton, that was when, and then it was like we went in there on Tuesday. I'll be honest with you, I was actually on Tuesday morning thinking, we could slip up here. Like this could be bad. And I kind of thought, but when you went in the stadium, it was just like, not we're going to arrogantly, we're going to get. It was just like, yeah, listen, we're going to enjoy it tonight. Champions League football, we're going to go through. Job done.
I think the performance made me feel confident as the game went on. But also, if they have to, they've got the same jeopardy as us. If they don't perform, they're out. You know, like when I go back to the Everton game, if Everton would have got a point that day, that's a good point for them. Like, but for us, it's just a different. You know, I mean, this is what you have to put up with if you want to win the league or go for the league. And we know now, you know, all these fans that mock you and have a laugh and all that, like, and don't realise what it is and what it takes to win.
None of them have been in this position.
None have been in it. Liverpool understand it, like, you know what I mean, like Man City do a cool, blah, 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 blah. But you know, like winning every game and the nerves that go with it, like. The reality is, if we're going for the league now, is if we win our next 4 league games, it's done. You know what I mean? It's incredible, and 3 of them are at home.
And speaking of one of those games, it's Bournemouth, and we have got an ad to run because we have got a competition on the Invincible. So please run the ad.
Marty, what time is it, mate? What time is it? It's competition time.
What do you mean it's competition time?
Oh, just watch this, mate.
Yes, guys, Marty here with an absolutely awesome competition. You have the chance to win a ticket to come to the Emirates, the home of football, with myself, Marty. Yes! You could potentially be watching Arsenal versus Bournemouth on the 15th of March. All you need to do is watch the entirety of the Invincible podcast, leave a very nice comment. Then you can come down to the studio and meet your favourite AFTV content creators, such as Mr. G, and Jess the man himself. So, watch the Invincible podcast, stay tuned, drop a comment in. You can be here watching it with me. We'll have a great day. Come on, get involved.
Wait. So you're telling me you can come watch the Starting 11 show,
Yeah.
watch a game with you, and come and do a fan cam after the game?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Did you just watch that?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's the whole gig, mate. It's an absolutely awesome package. All you need to do is just leave a comment and then put competition next to your comment. We're going to pick it out at random on the Invincibles, and then this lucky person is going to get to do all of that. What a day.
Not bad.
And it don't cost nothing.
There you go. Get involved.
Everyone's a winner, baby. That's the way.
Wow.
I know. There you go. What an...
Now, just before we say anything, like, because you were saying this, Chris, earlier on, that
We don't know the kickoff.
we don't know the kickoff time at the moment, so
It's 11. I think it's 11.
it's at 12:30,
12:30,
but it could change to 8
at
o'clock.
night. So whatever happens, you
So keep an eye on that.
come down to the studio and maybe have some food beforehand. Definitely if it's an 8 o'clock at night, watch the Start 11 show and then walk down to the stadium, watch the Arsenal-Bournemouth game, and then you will get to do a fan cam. We've got to do is comment competition. We will draw the winner, so the week before on the Invincible show. So obviously if you've entered, we'll be going through all the episodes, we'll have all of the comments, and we will be drawing them at random. So you will know who the winner is, and you'll get to meet Mr. Hollywood Lee Judges himself.
There you go.
And,
I like that.
yeah.
Have saying, if it's a night game, we'll definitely get some food in or something, like, you know what I mean. But if it's might be a bit 12 could be a bit difficult, but
yeah, it would basically be a day out with the AFTV crew, shadowing AFTV, and obviously watching the game at Arsenal. It'll be an absolute blast, and hopefully by then, obviously.
Thing is, the last game you told me, but John Terry said the worst kickoff is 12:30.
yeah. For the away team.
Yeah, all right.
Like, you know what I mean? He always said that was the worst one, like, you know what I mean? So
Do you know what? I really like the 8 o'clock kickoffs, because you get all day to do what you got to do, and then you can get out and then do it. You know,
Southampton 8 o'clock kickoff.
let's do it.
Well, wait around, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I get, you know what I mean? It does, but it means a late night, doesn't it? Like, you know, so
Yeah, that's it. It is a late night.
it's a bit, you know. I've found out obviously today with the draw. It means that Saturday night Southampton, Easter Sunday I got them, and it looks like Bank Holiday Monday I'll be travelling, like, you know what I mean? So that's my Easter messed up.
It's just before Easter Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah,
The Southampton game.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a Saturday, and then like now the Champions League's on.
The only thing is, if we win the Southampton game, that means Newcastle home was called off, because it's the same day as the semi-final. That's when things start getting a little bit murky.
Well, yeah, and another thing, that's a great point. That will change if we do get to the semi-final, because Newcastle is a 5:30 kickoff, but that will change. And everybody's going, I can't wait for Birmingham on Burnley, the last game of the season.
Cup final.
Cup final day.
Why have they done? Why have they done that?
Ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah,
FA Cup
I'm
was
sorry.
the last game of the
Yeah,
day.
one game before. So what happens is, say if Arsenal were to get to the cup final, right, the Burnley game gets called off, right, and gets moved forward to the Wednesday, and then we play on the Sunday, the last game at Crystal Palace. So like everybody, like, you know, if
when would the cup final will be the week after the last game of the season?
No, so the 17th.
Before.
So the 17th. So the day we played, due to play Burnley.
So you would have the cup final, then we'd have
Burnley,
then Palace,
yeah.
last game of the season.
So like, you know, I mean, like, listen. So basically, you don't. You know, everybody wants to have a great day at Burnley. If it is the case, you're winning the league, you know, like on your own ground. But it will be. If we get through, it will be a...
We could go to the Empty-Head and imagine they'd lose their next game and then we go there and beat them.
Chelsea's there next game.
Imagine they lose to Chelsea. That's the sort of thing Chelsea would do, is beat them.
No, I'm not sure, mate.
No, I'm not sure. I think Chelsea are gone.
A draw. Both sides are capable of a draw. That's really damaging. We go and nick 3 points, 2 points in front, and then obviously you go there and you nick the 3 off of them. It's basically...
Arsenal got to win their next 4 games.
It'd be 14 points in front.
If Arsenal win their next 4 games, it's done.
Yeah.
Frightening, really, isn't it?
Frightening. And of course, they drop more points. Who knows? But like, listen, I think Chelsea are in a whole lot of trouble. Like, we'll have to wait and see. Like, you know what I mean, from that point of view.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
But Man City, of course, you know, on Sunday, FA Cup.
What time are you getting down?
League Cup final. I've got a semi-final in the morning, like that. So he's got a semi-final, like, yeah. So yeah.
Was it 5:30 kickoff?
4:30.
So I should be done by about 12, half 12 from that.
So you're going to play a semi-final?
I'm not. I don't know if I'm. You know what I mean? I'm in the squad, but like I'm not. I'm not as fit as I should be. I'm not.
Get back for the final, yeah.
Get back for the final.
Big question on the Man City team, other than who's playing for us, is will Haaland play for them? I've been hearing Man City fans amazingly saying they don't want him to play. Really? They be stinking the place out, yeah.
Do you know what? I'll tell you what.
I'll have to.
When they had Semenyo up, just like up top, they did look really good. But this is a team that have just been beaten 5-1 by Real Madrid. Same team that
but I think
it's
Haaland's got to play. Yeah, he always does well against us, if I'll be honest, and he causes a few problems. So I've got that. Quickly before we go into that, a little bit of Timber maybe looking to be out. Like good decision.
I'm upset for him if he ain't.
Yeah, it is bad. But would you be happy for Ben White to start on that game? We thought we'd done well the other night.
I think what it is with Ben White, I think Ben White overlaps Saka better, and I think he supports Saka. He's not as good, I don't believe, defensively as Timber, but Timber tends to invert, and I don't think that link-up play with Saka is as good. I mean, we've seen Ben White and Saka, they were like a staple part of the Arsenal team for years, just how they work really well together. And I think we might have missed that. During Timber's absolutely phenomenal, but definitely I wouldn't potentially go, even if you put some Mascara in there, I mean,
no, I don't think so.
Either or. I don't. Do you know what? As long as he doesn't feel as, you know, there's not any players that I really think I'd be upset with him playing. You know, obviously the midfield, Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard. Eze. That's
sort of like cemented now. Like left back, would you go with Nketiah or Calafiori?
I think you've got to go with Nketiah, I think.
But I feel sorry with Calafiori because he was outstanding against everyone.
I'll tell you what, and I'll tell you what, he was outstanding. If it weren't for that goal line fit, who knows what could have happened? Like, it was unbelievable. Like, you know what I mean? So
this is what I mean. He does step up in big moments, and he is a top player. So
Kepa's in goal. We're in no.
Yeah. So
can't do this.
I'll tell you what I think. If you look at the programme the other night, there was the big clue.
Can't do this.
They interviewed him about the final.
Yeah, I like that. Listen, I think he will be kept alive. I don't, you know what I mean?
I'll be honest, you've got the best goalkeeper currently right here, right now in David Raya.
Yeah, he is amazing,
Why
right?
not playing?
Will it be interesting? Will Man City do the same with their keeper? He's played every game.
Well, I'll tell you what I think, though, it was Donnarumma was on a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, Trafford. So he comes in. Do you think like so? Listen, I think it's the right thing to do, Kepa.
But look, in any other game, but this is the first trophy that we would have won in 6 years. You just need to get it done. You play your best players. It's just, I think all of this, keep it. And if this upsets Kepa and it upsets him in the camp, you're not the right guy for Arsenal. That's not being professional. You've got to understand, in these situations when you need to get the job done, you just play your best players. It's one game.
You said exactly the same thing in the semi-final.
Yeah. No, yeah, but no,
and he played him in the semi-final.
Because I've seen him make mistakes, and I just listen. I know what this means.
Quarter-final, he penalty save that got us there.
I just think he
hasn't played 1 minute of this game, of this competition. Raya, it would be very harsh.
I think when Kepa signed for Arsenal,
there's a little
I think that
agreement.
I'll tell you what, because that's number 2 keepers go, whatever you think
very
about
good.
it. He's better than Chelsea's 1 and 2.
Yeah.
He's better than Tottenham's number 1.
Yeah.
I think
could have gone to Spurs and played him.
And he's better than West Ham's number 1.
I think he walks into a lot.
Well, I don't think he'll be here next year, Kepa.
Do you know what? I think he's better than Ramsdale, honestly, at Newcastle. I think he's better than Pope.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. I think he walks into most Premier League, but David Raya is just that good. 21 clean sheets in all competitions. No goalkeeper's done that in Europe. He's just, you see it like the other night against Everton. This guy's just, he's an alien, mate.
In saying that then, so you even if he plays in these cup finals, you don't think he'll be there next year?
No, he's too good.
Kepa?
No, I mean, I don't. I can't. I think
if he gets a good offer like from a Spurs
or
a
come in for him. But obviously, if I'm giving him, how much do you want? I'll keep it. What a number 2 to have, but I just think for his career, he can't be sitting as being. He's too good for a number 2.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And I think he'll definitely start. Like, I'll be shocked if he don't, like, you know.
He's got a long career. He's still got a long career in front of him. He's still got many years, and to be part of this Arsenal, potential.
Who's up front? Gyökeres?
Yeah, Gyökeres. Gyökeres. No, how much I think of Havertz, but I think Gyökeres done too much to leave him out.
I wonder if he'll play Havertz and Gyökeres.
But then you've got to leave Eze out, and I can't see him doing it.
Also, the thing is, Gyökeres has done it against City before, so as well. So
has Havertz. Havertz played very well, like I say.
Martinelli.
Martinelli for me, but like Trossard, I thought done well the other day, so.
I'd start Trossard.
Would you start Trossard or Martinelli?
Trossard,
yeah. Okay.
You know why? Because he's liable. He's a big game player.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
and then obviously Martinelli's a great player to bring on late when players are tired, because he just runs at everyone, and he's chaotic and he just gets involved. So he's perfect for that.
Right, let's see. We're coming to the end of the show. Quick predictions. Marty, what you got? What?
I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. I think it will be a really tense game. It will be tight. It will be nervy, and I think in the end we'll get the job done. I can see a late winner, and I'm really looking forward to the watch along. So guys, stay tuned for the watch along. Arsenal have got a massive watch along for the final. It is in Shoreditch, I believe. I will be there myself. It's going to be absolutely epic. So make sure you tune in to the watch along as well, and watch us there, because I'll tell you what, it's going to be insane.
There you go, Chris. You're at the final. So what's your?
I'm gonna go with Marty. 2-1.
2-1. I'm going to be a bit bold and go 3-1, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's a big callie. 3-1.
3-1. I think like it'd be close, and I think like they'll be going for it at the end, and we'll have a special moment at the end, like, you know. So there you go, like, you know. Listen, thanks for watching. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Marty. I've gone down memory lane, and we've had a little chat about everything. I hope you've enjoyed the show. We'll be back next week. Obviously, hopefully, cup winners. If not, we'll be disappointed and down in the bloody dumps. Take care.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andre from Oxford Natural. If you're looking to make a change, improve metabolism, energy, sleep, take Optimum Day and Optimum Night.
These have helped me so much in my weight loss journey. The Optimum Day helps you with your metabolism burn during the day, and the Optimum Night helps you to have a good night's sleep. These have been brilliant for me. And if you're interested,
take our 90-day challenge.
Click the link in the description and you can get 70% off with your first order.